You know what it is. Yo, I got tracks like I'm on that heron. Bitches think they better, I don't know what they're on. Turn your speakers up to the max when we're on. Everybody gonna roll with me from
What up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of TheRize with Brooklyn Jones. I have a dope guest today. You guys are going to be really excited to hear what he has to talk about. I'm talking to David Hill, who is the president and CEO of Vyre Network. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yep, Vyre Network.
Wow, look at that. I can read. Vyre Network, which is a Black-owned streaming platform with a library featuring thousands of movies, TV shows, and podcasts, all kinds of content. So, you know, he's on the wave, and we're going to find out what type of content they have, what type of content they're looking for, and just we're gonna vibe and chop it up. What's up, David?
What's up with you? How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
Man, loving life. I woke up this morning. That's my favorite word to say.
I know that's right.
You know, that's the best thing.
Yeah, man. If you woke up this morning, you winning.
Yeah, not too many people get to say that. And
That's
I woke
a fact.
up and I get to do what I love.
That's when you're really winning. When you can do what you love and you don't have to be stuck doing something that you hate to eat.
Yeah.
That is when you're really winning at life and you're doing life right. So I definitely admire that. And I'm working towards that. I get to do what I love a lot of the time, but I'm still in a position where sometimes I have to do what I don't want to do.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'll get there.
Yeah, you know, it's adulting. You're an adult, and sometimes you gotta do. Nobody told me that as a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you'd be like, man, when I grow up, I ain't gonna have a bedtime. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And then I'm like, oh shoot, it's 10 o'clock. I better go to bed. I gotta get up early. It's just when you grow up, you gotta put yourself to bed.
Yeah. Hey, nowadays these kids is they different.
Oh yeah.
Next generation is different. It's scary.
It's different and it's scary. Some looks promising, some not so much. So you know, I hope to stick around a long time and see how it turns out. I'm a little nervous. But anyway, so tell me about the Vyre Network. Like, what sets your platform apart from others? Just tell me about it.
Oh man, wow. Vyre is the brainchild of Lamar and my partner Lamar and I, Lamar say. We just giving you a little history behind us. I've been in media for 22 years.
Okay.
I've never had a job. This is all I've ever done was media. I started doing promotions, doing nightclubs, doing parties. A lot of them in the very beginning failed, meaning like just the homie showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I never stopped and I kept going. Then we created a hip hop magazine, was our first media outlet. Worked with everybody, everybody in hip hop have worked with almost, except for all the littles. When the littles started coming into play, like Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, and all those guys, we gave that up. Worked with we did the first cover for Kanye West. Jay-Z's been on the cover 3 times. Worked with Rick Ross on multiple projects. So we did that. Then we started an R&B magazine. Worked with everybody in R&B. Then we had a pop magazine. Went from Rihanna, Justin Timberlake, Travis Barker, Sweet House Mafia, down the list. So in music, we was really heavy with media, music, and promotions.
Did you go to school for media?
No, never went to college. Nope.
Wow, see, y'all, college is a scam. That's a story for another day. People get so mad at me when I say that, but I'm like, you're just old-fashioned and you've been brainwashed to believe that you have to go to college to be successful. But most of the more successful people that I know did not go to college. The people that went to college that I know are in debt. Yeah. You know, and I wish someone had told me that when I was younger, because I have college debt of my own. My debt is not as deep as some people's, but you know, a lot of people don't realize, like, if you go to a trade school or you just research and learn what you really want to do, you really don't have to go to college to be successful, and then you won't have debt unless you're like trying to be a doctor or something. Then you got to go to school. But
then you got to go to school. Yeah.
Anything else? Person, no.
Anything else, it's good to brush up on, to understand, and have that understanding. But truthfully being told, I'm with you. I'm a true believer in that. And if you really want that job, if you really want it, look on YouTube, look at who's in the biggest position, knock on their door every day and say, yo, I'd like to intern, I want to learn.
One of my friend's kids just graduated from high school not too long ago, and I was telling her, don't go to college unless you get a scholarship. If you get a scholarship, then go. But because she wants to be an actor, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to go to college to be an actor. Like, go to business school, take some business classes so you can learn the business of acting. But as far as acting, the best place for you to go is to an acting school, acting class. You don't
acting, and you're going to be doing that forever.
Yeah, because that's a constant learning process. But no casting director is going to look to see what college you went to for acting.
And you know what? That's so sad too, because in our position, hypothetical, not even hypothetical speaking, but a real situation. Someone tried to come work with us that had a degree at Harvard. It was when we was just starting Vyre. Vyre, we was thinking of name and everything, and I had a whole room of employees all in one room and everything. And then there was somebody that came to us that, went to college, a couple junior college, community college type of thing for a couple classes, never finished, but he had all the experience of the world and the connections. Who do you think we hired?
Of course you hired the one with the experience and the connections.
Exactly. Like, there's book smart, there's on-hand smart.
Yeah.
And this world ain't book smart. This world could borrow at all. Especially entertainment. It's not book smart.
Yeah, and then one of those kid's family members got so mad at me when I told her that. She's like, "No, you go to college." And I'm like, "You setting her up to be in debt." I'm trying to set her up to not be in debt. I told her to go to college, but make sure you get a scholarship. If you don't get no scholarship, then you go learn a trade and learn whatever you want to be. Go learn how to do that. But you don't need to do that in college. It's a new world. Like, maybe back in the day you needed to go to college, but now you really don't. Shoot, people on TikTok making more money than people that went to college. I'm trying to figure that out.
Getting that sponsorship money. Look at NIL deals. One kid, I was in a meeting. One kid, this agency just got $400,000 for an 11th grader.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Ooh, I grew up in the wrong time, child. I'm gonna figure this out though. I'm gonna figure it out. I haven't really tapped into TikTok the way I want to, but I will, because that's where the money's at. That's where the money resides.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So we've been in media for that long. We started that in print, then we went to websites. We turned all the magazines into websites because nobody went to newsstands anymore.
So you don't do the magazine in print anymore?
No, we do not. No.
What if somebody wanted to order it? Then would you print it out for them or no?
Nope.
Wow. So it's all online. Wow.
Nope. Yeah, all online. And realistically, what people don't know, just to school people on it, magazines only survive because of prisons.
Really? The people in prison were buying the magazines.
Wow. They didn't have access to computers like that or time. So all they can do is read what's inside a newspaper and or a magazine still. And then those are subscribers. So half of the subscribers to these magazines, when they say they have an audience of, put it like this, Cosmo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Their biggest audience is inside of prisons. There's say if you have 8,000 prisons and you have 3 to 4 magazines per prison, that's 32,000 subscribers at $20 a pop.
Wow. And then all of them are not subscribing. One gonna subscribe and then share the magazine with
that doesn't even matter. You got 24,000 people giving you $20 before they even receive it.
Wow, that's crazy. I never knew that. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so that's where magazines, started to really, when I seen magazine sales from the actual newsstand started to go down, we transferred over into, websites.
Yeah.
We had niche websites, was real successful with that, built 13 different websites, because we found websites is nothing but niches. So whatever a person like, it's a niche, you go to it, et cetera, et cetera. Then when we seen that going down because of social media started to come into play, social media became the new websites. Your Instagram page, your TikTok page, that's the new website. There's no longer a regular website where you do your SEO and you do your posts and your writing. And no, everybody just goes to social media to get a story or to get the news.
That's very true.
So we seen that happening during that time. That was in 1999. We seen that like, okay, look, we need to switch over. You know what I mean? Or figure something out. So we, was approached by a company, don't want to say their name, but was approached by a company to get some of our interview content. And instead of giving them our interview content with some of the celebrities we had, we was like, look, we could just do this ourselves. And I'm a systems guy. So I look at businesses as systems. Lamar would say I look at it as the Matrix, but I don't believe him. But I just look at it as a system, and I seen how Hulu's business model was, Netflix business model, and Pluto's business model kind of merged all of them together, and we built Vyre. When we started with 200 items of content. We was on Roku only. In 6 months, we was on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Apple TV, and every mobile device. And then we went from 200 items of content to 2,500 items of content.
Now, where do you get your content? Like, how do you curate it?
We had, because we've been in media for so long, we have a lot of relationships. And so we first got our content from our relationships. And then once people started to see who we had or our relationships, we really started to really branch out, and companies started to hit us up. So within that 6 months, within 6 months to today, we grown from 2,500 items of content to 12,000 licensed films to us.
Wow.
And where we have been downloaded, Vyre has been downloaded in 181 countries.
Oh, wow. So it's an app and a website.
Yeah, it's an app, it's a website. You can watch it on Apple TV. You can watch it on Amazon Fire Stick, Roku.
Can you download the app directly to your phone?
Yeah, it's free. And it's free.
Nice. And it's free.
And it's free.
So the type of content that you have, is it mostly original content? Do you have some content like, I don't know, some apps have like old TV shows like 227 and stuff like that. Do you have things like that? Or is it all like original, independent? What type of content do you have?
Well, we started off with rev share content, where basically independents or a film house has 200 films. We'll go through those 200 films or TV shows, and we'll say what we want to start building it up. That's our first line of business, is distribution. So we'll just distribute, if it makes the cut, we'll distribute, films across the board. Our second line was building out original content. So we have a slate, we have a lot of scripts, we have a lot of shows. We're not taking no more shows until 2023, because we have a whole slate of shows put together that we want to actually film and produce ourselves for originals. That's going to live on our own content. So that's going to be mixed in too with the content. What sets us apart is our sports. Live TV is the only reason why TV exists today, is live sports. If it wasn't for the NBA finals being on regular TV, or it used to be the award shows, but the award shows really don't get that much viewership no more. But you will see the award shows on TV. Those are the only times that you really go watch live TV. So we found that not a lot of streaming companies have live sports. So we started to go heavy on live sports. We started with the boxing channel. We do 4 to 5 boxing matches, pay-per-view boxing matches a month.
Oh, wow.
And, multiple different cities. And then also we have content supporting the boxing that people can go watch. And then we secured a deal with the WNFC female football. They just finished the championship game. This is the first year that we live streamed every single game.
Oh, wow. So your app is free, but you have like pay-per-view as well. Yeah,
we have pay-per-view, but the football was free.
Wow.
It's free. Yeah, you can watch just like regular watching NFL football on TV. And it really looks like the NFL. Like you would know the difference. Watch after this, download Vyre, watch it, go to sports, or you'll see the playlist of the championship game. It looks just like the NFL. You won't even believe, if I would not have told you that there's females underneath of the helmets, you would not believe me that it's females.
What? That's crazy. I've never seen female football. I knew it existed, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, so there's the league is WNFC. They're in 17 different states, and they've really been kicking butt, growing. We've seen an opportunity where we can secure a 5-year contract with them of live streaming all their games and media and building content around it. Really supporting her. Females have been under, not shown as much in sports.
Yeah.
So, we feel as though that'll be a great lane. Plus, we can't get the NFL, a contract with the NFL, some NFL stuff.
Right.
And then, so that's our football. And then, we just secured a deal with the Big Three. That's our basketball league. So, with Ice Cube and them. So it's CBS, us, streaming the big three games global
Nice.
around the world. Actually, that season just kicked off 2 weeks ago. Every Saturday and Sunday, we have, basketball, live basketball on our platform. We're looking at closing MLS, soccer. And then we're looking for alternative sports like cricket and swimming and bowling and, just sports that you wouldn't think that, ESPN would show, but it's really, really, really popular around the world. Polo, that's sport really diving into it. There's a big audience for that. But our live sports really sets us apart because not everybody has live sports.
That's true.
As well,
some people just love sports. They'll watch all the different types of sports.
Oh yeah. There's sports for that, and there's sports apps out there. But some of those sports apps cost $79 a month. Ours is free.
Yours is free. So how do you get your revenue? Ads?
Yeah, we have 30-second pre-rolls and mid-roll, 30-second pre-rolls and 30-second mid-rolls in between different content. We don't flood you with a bunch of commercials and stuff like that, like every 15 minutes or anything like that. You may see a commercial at 12 minutes. And then you'll see a couple commercials after that for a full featured film or anything like that, or a TV series. But other than that, that's how we make the money.
Now, with your films and like TV content, how do you determine what makes the cut? Like, does somebody sit there watching it, or do you see how popular it was in film festivals? Comments, like how do you know what you should put up there?
That's
okay, that's a secret.
In the beginning, it was literally Lamar, me, a young lady named Angie, who was our vice president of programming. We literally would watch all the trailers and watch this content.
You watch just the trailer or the whole movie?
Well, I'll watch the trailer.
Okay.
They'll watch the movie and everything like that. But, it's like, all right, cool. This one's good. All right, this one's good. This one has a face. This one reaches this one reaches that. Now that we kind of settled and content is not an issue. We have deals and contracts with so many people in content. Now it's about, okay, does it have this? Does it have that? We have a checklist and a criteria that it has to have to go on. Okay. Even when a writer sends in a script or idea of a film or a project or TV show, we send them back a PDF on, make sure your script and stuff has this.
Okay. What are your requirements? Like if somebody's watching this right now and they want to submit their show or film, what do you require from them?
If it's already done, realistically, a great package.
If it's already done, filmed and everything.
Already filmed everything in the can. Have a marketing plan behind it. What market it is. Have numbers. This is targeted towards females. Some people just send it like, yo, check my video out.
Right.
Those emails don't get through. And
what about someone who has a script of a film, or maybe they have an idea for a TV show, but they don't have the script for all the episodes. Maybe they just have like the script for the pilot and like a little rundown of. Yeah,
we'll send them that PDF, and we ask them to make sure that it all has everything on that checklist for the PDF. And then what they'll do is, if it looks good or whatever, then it gets to a young lady named Betsy, and then she help organizes and make sure and check that the LOIs for the talent is attached, it's in the right format, you do have a full script, what market it is and everything like that before it goes up the ladder to management or to Angie and programming.
Right. How do you feel about sitcoms? Do you feel like there's a market for that now, or do you feel like that's dead?
There's definitely a market for that. Anything that's like series bound is a market for streaming companies. Streaming companies, it's like, we love that more than films. Because if you like one episode of a sitcom, one episode of a series, you'll watch the rest. So instead of having commercials on one, I could have commercials on all 5 episodes.
Right.
For one film that you give us, the film may be good, I could only put a set of commercials on it.
Right.
I can't double, triple down on that same viewer. So if that one viewer, if there's 1 million people who likes a sitcom, or a series, I'll make 5 times more money off of that than I will off of one featured film. unless that person watching the same featured film over and over and over and over and over.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, I think the world now, or entertainment, the way creators create now, they're starting to see that it's more profitable to take a movie idea that you have and turn it into a series, or because then you can stretch it out. You can stretch it out according to, what it is or anything like that.
That's good to know. Because it's funny, I came up with this idea for a short film the other day, but now you got me thinking, like, maybe I'll make it a series.
Yeah,
that's smart. It could definitely be dragged out.
Yeah, make it into a series. We make more money off of a series.
Okay, so you're on the business side of things, but have you ever considered being like the writer? Like, do you write TV or movies? No, that's not your thing.
Well, no, you know what? I have ideas.
Right.
I have ideas, and I know how to structure it.
Right.
And then I just give it to them.
I give it like, here, make this TV show.
Yeah, I give it to the creative side. Like, yo, this would be dope. This would be good. It has this, it has that, and let me know if this looks good.
So what's your goal or dream for this platform? Like, what do you want? Where do you see it going?
Literally, we're on path to be one of the Titans. In November, we went public. We took the company public. Went on publicly traded. We're on the OTC right now, Pinks, under CAPV. We're looking to uplist within a year onto the NASDAQ. We're using that platform to have the budgets to actually do 20, 40 different original contents. The concerts, the live stream concerts that we do, doing 50 live stream concerts a year, with people like Neo, Soulja Boy, Azuna going into the Spanish markets and everything like that. But yeah, we're definitely looking at being one of the Titans. Our plan is flawless. We're looking at Africa right now. We're having an Africa channel actually build out. We're looking at teaming up with some creative companies in Nigeria, South Africa. It's a whole bunch.
I noticed you're also looking into the metaverse.
Yes, so that you'll be able to go to the movie theater with your friends in the metaverse, and then behind it, you'll be able to go see a concert because of live stream concerts in the metaverse with your friends. And then we've been talking about branching out to, there's a channel, Extreme Sports, that we haven't launched as of yet. We're still, compiling content and figuring out the direction of it. But that will have a skate park and a snow park type for Extreme, for your avatar to do different tricks and everything inside there while you're watching, the movies and shows is playing inside the metaverse. So yeah, we're looking to advance what we're doing.
So you're in the metaverse, you got your goggles on or whatever, and you look over and your friend's right there, right?
Yeah. You don't even need goggles.
You don't even how does that work? You don't need goggles.
Nah, not for someone like, go to Decentraland and all those areas. Yeah, you don't need it. You can use your computer or your phone right now.
Okay. But then if you don't have the goggles on, you don't feel like you're really in there though.
You can have the goggles or you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
It depends on, your level and your experience that you want to have.
Got it. Because I'm a Star Trek fan, so I'm angling for this holodeck. So I'm like, this metaverse sounds very much like it's on its way to holodeck territory. So y'all just keep going. Soon it's gonna be some holograms, some plasma-based holograms that we can actually touch. This is what I'm waiting for.
The new TVs is coming out like that. The new phones is like, that's the next wave.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, as soon as I get my own holo suite, y'all never gonna see me again because I'm gonna build my own universe and I'm gonna live in there. Anybody want to see me, they're gonna have to come in there.
Hey, I have a question. Can we put a movie theater in there?
Yeah, shoot, put that movie theater in there. As long as I get in for free. Everybody else gotta pay.
Everybody get in for you get in for free to the movie
everybody
theater.
get free?
Yeah, you get in free to the movie theater. I can still run my commercials in there.
Oh, okay. Then let's do it.
We good.
I love where this is going. I was a little nervous about the metaverse at first, but then I started thinking about Star Trek and I was like, wait, this is where we're supposed to be going.
Yeah, they already been talking about that back in the day. They already have that technology. They just not letting us know.
Oh.
Web3, they've been had Web3 already built out.
That's
they just
crazy.
Not letting us know about that. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Wow. So guys, we're going to take a break real quick. We're going to have a quick commercial break. We'll hit you back after these messages.
Back in the day, we used to play. Walk the streets to a Brooklyn beat. Chilling on the corner, eating ices. Friendships stronger, feeling free. Authentic, classic, in every way. Recognize your truth. Confidence every day. The app. Only available at recognize.com.
Hey, y'all, we are back with TheRize with Brooklyn Jones. I'm talking to David Hill, president and CEO and founder of Vyre Network, the dope Black-owned streaming network on all the platforms. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon, wherever you watch your shows, you can watch this network, and it's free. So get up on there, watch y'all some movies, some TV shows, support these brothers because they are about to blow up, and you want to get on the train early because this is about to be a big platform. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to get on there and start watching some TV shows and some movies. It's good though, because I just finished watching a couple of my shows and I'm like at the end. So I'm looking for some new stuff to watch. So I'm gonna jump up on there.
What kind of movies do you like?
What kind of movies?
What kind of shows and movies do you like?
I'm big on sci-fi. So I right now I'm all about the Orville. So I've been watching the Orville, which is like Star Trek, but a funnier version of it. I'm up on Stranger Things right now. So I'm excited that the new second half of this season is coming out, I think tomorrow. So I like a lot of sci-fi. I also like cop shows. So any kind of cop dramas, like of course I love Law and Order SVU. I really like The Rookie. I like Chicago Fire, any of those kind of, cop uniform type shows, Station 19. I love all that stuff. My dream is to be on those type of shows. So I've been working towards that. Been, getting my reel together and everything, because I'm a comedian, but I also can act. I've been studying acting for a few years. So, I'm getting all the tools in my toolbox. Yeah, I do. That's what I'm working on right now. Right now, I'm working on a single camera sitcom type show. I'm working on that, and I'm working on a short film, which I just told you that I'm thinking about making it a series, because I think that would actually be a dope series. Yeah. So I'm writing my own stuff. It's a little tough for me because I've never written a series. You know what I'm saying? Like I've written episodes because I've taken writing classes. So I've written spec scripts for existing TV shows, which is a little easier because those characters are already developed. You already know who they are. So you know what type of person they are, and it's easy to write an episode about that. But then when you're creating your own stuff, you have to develop the characters and create who these people are, what type of things they do, and what type of things they would say. So that's been a little.
So what's your process? How you start off?
Well, right now my process is just writing it like a story, like what I want to happen in the story, how it's going to play out. And then once I do that, I start figuring out who's in the story, who are the people that are in the story. Once I figure out the characters, then I start thinking, what is this person like? What is that person like? So for the short film that I'm writing right now, I'm just gathering the events that happens in it. So I'm just writing it out as a story, not as a script. So there's no lines. It's just like, this guy does this happens and causes that to happen. So it's kind of like a rundown. So then once I do that, it's just going to be a lot of writing and rewriting and fine tuning. I have a friend who's a filmmaker, and he does a lot of shorts, and he just did his first or second feature like film, full hour-and-a-half film. So I'll probably sit with him and talk to him and work with him on it.
I wrote a script, a TV series that we're working on. You ever hear Otter?
Otter?
Yeah. OTTER. It's an app on your phone that can record you. So in Hollywood, LA, the main thing that you always in, no matter where you are in LA, you're in traffic.
True.
So instead of listening to the radio, I would cut on Otter and I would talk each episode.
Oh, that's interesting.
and Otter would write it out for me.
It types it out for you?
Yeah. And I
wow.
email it to myself, have somebody edit it, and then I add some dialogue to this.
That's smart.
Yeah, because I can, me writing is crazy, but that's me trying to tap into the creative world.
Yeah.
I'm to everybody in the world, like, I'm not the creative guy.
Yeah.
I'm the business guy. Lamar and Angie, they're the creative side. I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah, I'm a writer. I'm a comedian, so I'm definitely a writer, but I'm more used to writing stand-up material, first person stand-up. So delving into script writing, it's like I'm good with the ideas. I can come up with ideas. I can come up with funny jokes. If somebody already did something, I can make it better. I can make it funnier. Like, they should say this. They should change it to that. They should have done this, But to start from scratch and just write the whole thing, it's a lot. But I'm learning as I'm going along, and it's a good process. It's something good to know.
Hey, as long as you start, you'll get better.
Yeah, that is a fact. Yeah. So wait, as a comedian, are you looking to do stand-up specials? I know that's a thing that a lot of people, like Netflix has got a bunch of specials. Is that something that you're interested in doing?
Oh, we're definitely interested in doing that. We actually teamed up with, we brought on Donnell Rollins as an advisor to our version of Comedy Central called Unnecessary Humor. And we're looking to build out comedy TV shows, sitcoms. We want to bring Living Color back.
Oh, that would be dope.
That type of show. You know what I mean? We really want to do things like that and use Unnecessary Humor as a platform for young comedians. And now it's Instagram guys who be doing these little skits and everything like that. You use it as a platform to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely there for that. And, who better than Donnell Rollins, who's been in the trenches with Dave Chappelle and those guys, to help us, advise us and say, go this way, make a left, make a right. This one sounds better. Let's paint it that color,
That's a good dude to have on your team. Make sure you get some female comedians up there too, though. They be sleeping.
He's advising. He's advising. We definitely looking for that. Lamar is more so on that side of it. Again, man, I've been on the numbers side for so long, I forgot what like being that creative part looks like.
Yeah, man, you got to get in there. You got to get in there.
That's a different side of the brain.
Yeah, it is.
It's a different side of the brain.
That's the side that I'm more on. I'm more on the creative side, but I'm trying to learn more on the business side, because you got to know both. Especially if you're a creative, you have to know the business side. If you're a business, you don't have to know all the creative stuff. You have to have an idea, though. But you have to know how it works and how it gets put together. You may not know how to do it, but you have to know how it works, how it puts together, so that you can be able to monetize it or, get the numbers on that thing, Exactly. All right. So this is the segment of the show where it gets a little bit more fun, a little more lighthearted. I ask you a couple of more funny questions, just a couple, but one of the questions is not that funny, but it's more interesting and inspiring for people. Okay, so in your rise to becoming a successful businessman, did you ever really have to struggle? Like, out here, a lot of people move out here to follow their dreams, and when they get out here, they live in their car, they sleep on an air mattress. Did you ever have to live that kind of life in your rise to where you are today?
Of course.
Did you? Okay.
Of course. Nobody like you. We don't talk about that. I wrote a book called "There's No White Knight," explaining that. Everybody. People who know about the book said put it out. I haven't put it out yet.
Yeah,
but it's really about that point. Like, no one knows when you. Number one, I'm not from Hollywood. I'm not from out here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm from New York. I didn't have. There you go. I didn't have relationships out here in Hollywood. So when I came out here, it was rough. No one, I looked for 14 years for someone to help me get there.
Wow.
It wasn't until one day, I was a low point. One day, I forgot what I was listening to. I just got done reading one of Tony Robbins' books.
Okay.
And I looked up and I said, you know what? Everybody that tries to hang out with me, come around, talk to me about various different things, they're coming to me because I'm the one that has the connection. It's me. It's me. Yeah, I got the magazine and we're doing a photo shoot with, Big Sean and everything like that. But yeah, I'm going home and, I'm eating oodles and noodles, trying to keep the magazine alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nobody knew about that. Yeah, we had the hottest party in the club. We made a couple grand, but that couple grand ain't doing nothing in LA. You know what I mean? When you got bills and you don't rent, nobody knows, nobody sees that side of it. Or people fake the funk like, oh man, they only celebrate the high points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't celebrate the times that you have to get back up and do it because you went broke or you went all in. I burnt the boats a long time ago. There was no plan B.
Wow.
And me being not having a job, I didn't have that concept of, all right, well, look, I ain't got no money. I'm gonna go get a job. No, I'm gonna get 4 walls and a ceiling and have a DJ and have some cute girls come in and I'm gonna charge guys $25 to get in.
That's smart.
That's how I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I got good at marketing and I used my skill set. But yeah, nobody talks about those times and everybody goes through that. And,
that's true.
Just know that if you're not at the point where you want to be at and you think you need somebody to help you get there, it's a lie. That's your mind and the people around you telling you that, yo, you should hook up with this person, you should hook up with that person, because that's what they would do. But realistically, if you have a clothing line and you start in a clothing line or whatever, start off with 1 shirt, sell 1 shirt, take that money, buy 2 shirts, sell 2 shirts, take that money, buy 3. Eventually you'll get to 100 to 1,000 to selling boxes. Right. Same thing with podcasts. Everybody, if you have a podcast or if you have a show, I tell this to people who hire us to do marketing, because I have a marketing agency too, advertising agency. I always say, is your friends in your phone, do they all repost every single episode you have?
Hell no.
Why? We as people are
because they trash. Y'all hear that, friends? Y'all trash. If you don't repost my content and my podcast, trash. I'm supposed to be my friend.
But they come around when you got that 1 show. They come around when you on site or you got that access or that red carpet.
Yeah, there's so many people who don't like come to my comedy shows or whatever. But I'm like, when I get that Netflix special, I'm like, how can I get a ticket?
Yeah, most definitely. And I always tell people, yo, check them. Yo, why ain't you posting my shit?
Yeah.
Yo, why ain't you supporting me?
That's true.
Check them.
Yeah.
You know,
I support so many people and share so many people's stuff, and those same people, they don't support or show my stuff. I'm stopping.
Exactly. So it's like, everybody, if everybody did that in the industry, everybody would have maybe 100 comments.
That's true.
If everybody, yo, good look, yo, this one's dope, but something.
Yeah.
But people don't even do that. People look at it and they keep going. But then when you're doing something hot, it is what it is. When we started Vyre, people was like, nah, that ain't happening. Oh, wow, that's what's up. It wasn't until even recent when we closed the Big 3 deal. Yo, when we gonna go see a game? Fuck you mean, bro?
Get your ass out of here.
what you mean, bro? But
people don't want to get on until you already on. They don't want to get on with like ride they don't want to grind with you. They want to wait until it's already popping,
Yep. I think Drake said the best thing, when you start off a business, when you start off a venture, start off being a rapper, start off with, any type of, thing that you're doing, you always start off with a busload of people, everybody down with you and everything. But guess what? When you become successful, Drake said it, you have a coupe. It's only 2 people with you. That really rode that ride, that supported you, that was, come on, yo, you got to get up and do it again. There's really 2 to 3 people that's in your circle that actually will ride with you. So to answer your question, I was a little long-winded, but to answer your question, been there and done that. Right. And guess what? I'll put it all online and I'll do it again.
I feel you on that. I mean, I try, I don't do that faking the funk stuff. Like people who follow me on Instagram, I've had my Instagram account for years. So they saw me when I lived in New York, before I even started doing comedy. And then my apartment building burned down and I had nothing and I had to start from scratch. And I came to Los Angeles to start from scratch. So they've been watching me take these baby steps. I just got my first car last year. I just learned how to drive. in the pandemic.
Wow.
And got my first car last year. So they've been seeing all of this. They're like, man, I remember you used to be riding the train. Now you got your car. And then they're like, I kind of miss you on the train because the way you used to complain about the people you had to ride with. But now I have new complaints. I got my traffic. It's just like a ride. And I think it's dope that there's people who have been on the ride with me all the way up until this point. So
those
it's pretty cool.
Ones.
Those are my day ones, and they're the ones rooting for me. And they're like, "Yo, when you go get your Netflix special, it's gonna be popping." And I was there with you when your house burnt down in 2013. It's just it's crazy, but it's pretty dope. And I'm glad I don't fake it, because it's gonna be that much more meaningful and powerful when I make it, and people like, wow, they can scroll through my Instagram and see where I came from. That moment. I don't delete those old moments. I leave them up there because I want people to see the progress. I want them to watch the glow up,
And you know what? I'm learning that. I should have did that.
Mm-hmm.
I should have did that.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I've always been the guy behind the guy behind the guy. No one knew I owned all the magazines. No one knew that we was publishing NASA's magazine, one of NASA's magazines. With when we had that. No one knew that. I would throw subliminal stuff out there. No one knew we had a champagne and it was mine.
Wow.
I act like it wasn't mine. I was always act like I was one of the workers or anything like that.
But that's good because it shows you who people really are. Because you'll see if they treat you right when they think that you're nobody. You know what I'm saying? You'll see how they actually treat the people that they think that can't do anything for them.
Yeah. And now that we're publicly traded, it's the opposite. I gotta tell people the history or what I've done or worked with, or with that liquor company, with Diageo, I got that. Yeah, we already there. And they were like, how? What? I'm like, okay, my history is this, and I already had that and everything. So it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean?
I love
Definitely
that.
A gift and a curse.
Okay, in the same subject of the struggle. What is your favorite struggle meal? Like now that you're successful and you can eat anything you want, what was so good when you were broke that you'll still eat it today, even though you have enough money to eat better than that?
Oh man, oodles and noodles with butter.
Yes.
Some sriracha, some old chicken that you had inside the refrigerator, or you cut up or you make a fried egg whites.
Yeah.
And you put it inside, and then that meal right there is like, I still eat that.
Wait, you put butter in your oodles and noodles along with the seasoning packet?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I never heard of
butter
putting
packet, the seasoning packet, the sriracha, and then I add either an egg or some old chicken or whatever meat that we had, from the night before, whatever, and sprinkle it on top of it. Not a lot, but just a little.
Yeah. I've been telling my listeners that I'm gonna do like a small show, a small little cooking segment where I eat the things that people tell me are their favorite struggle meals. So I have a list.
Oh yeah, let's make a show out of it. Let's make a show out of it.
Let's do it. Struggle meals. Let's do it. I have a segment on my Instagram called Eat It or Beat It, where I eat weird snacks. And I talk about what it tastes like, and it's a whole thing. I did a few episodes. I ate some jalapeno flavored crickets. I ate a chocolate covered scorpion. I've been eating some weird things. Yeah, it was a real scorpion. It was covered in chocolate. It had the tail. It was nasty. That thing was nasty. It tasted kind of like Rice Krispies though. It tasted like a Nestle's Crunch. But just the fact that I know that the crunchy stuff was a bug and not puffed rice was disgusting. But it tasted just like an Nestle's Crunch.
I can't do that. I'm about to, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm a foodie, but I'm doing too much with this thing. I'm about to eat an aged egg, which is an egg that's, I don't know, somehow been aged and fermented, and it's like a boiled egg, but the white is black. The egg is pitch black. And I'm about to eat that. Follow me on Instagram so you can see it, because I'm about to do that. I'll probably do it today. Everybody's waiting for me to eat this aged egg, so it's gonna be a whole event. I might do it on live.
Aged egg?
An aged egg. It's not peeled or anything.
I take my hat off to you.
Here, I'm gonna show it to you.
I take my hat off.
I still got it, and it's in the shell and everything. Because the place I got it from, they were like, "You want us to cut it for you?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "You want us to peel it?" I'm like, "Nope, just give it to me just like that. This is it." You see, it's brown, and it got little dots on it. I don't know what those little dots are, but when
Is that
I crack
good?
it, yeah,
Is it good to eat? Is it healthy? Is it like?
I guess it's like a boiled egg. I don't know. It probably has
No,
some
but
kind
it's
of healthy.
aged. Like how old is it?
I don't know how old it is, but I asked them how to store it, and they said I could just have it just like this. I don't even need to put it in the refrigerator, and it'll last me till December. And I've had this in my possession for about 3 or 4 days already, just chilling in my room. But I'm gonna eat this today, and I'm gonna let you know what it tastes like. I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think I might do it on live. I might do it right on live Instagram so I can get the live comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch.
Okay. All right.
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
All right. Last question. What is your most embarrassing moment? Just in general.
In business, in life.
Give me one that was funny. It doesn't matter what it's in. Like I'll give you one. One time I was walking down some stairs with my friend, and I had on heels, which I normally don't wear, and I don't walk well in heels. And one of my heels caught on the steps, and I fell down the whole flight of stairs. And by the time I got to the bottom of the steps, my pants had came down, so my whole ass was out. And I had to pick myself up off the floor with my ass out and pull my pants out while my friend screamed "ew" and and laughed at me. She didn't even help me up. She was simply saying "ew" and laughing while I'm on the floor with my ass out. So that was one of my most embarrassing moments.
Oh man. Dang. I got some funny moments, but not embarrassing. I don't know if it was embarrassing because there wasn't that many people around.
So okay, give me one of those.
I was when I was younger, I was like in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up doing a Jay-Z Kanye West cover, and I went to go celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to this club called White Lotus,
mm-hmm.
and I was drinking this was it called Hulk Hogan. It was Hypnotic and Hennessy mixed together.
Ooh.
And I drank a lot. I was drunk. I drove home, and I passed my exit, and the cop pulled me over, and the cop said I was driving too slow. I was 3 exits past my exit, and it was just so funny. The cop was like, "Are you drunk?" And I was like, "Yep." But it was all cool. But anyway, it was just a funny moment.
Did you get arrested?
Nah, he let me sleep it off.
Oh wow! What did he do? Just tell you to pull it off, pull over, and take a nap?
Nah, he followed me, pulled me over, and then said, "Yo, fall asleep. I'll come and check on you and everything." He said I was that funny. And I was driving so slow, so I wasn't like
you weren't putting anybody in a real danger.
Yeah, no, it was real danger. He was a cool dude. Cool.
That's hilarious.
Mexican dude. Cool.
It's good when you get a cool cop. I actually got pulled over for driving too slow too. My friend's mom was teaching me how to drive, and I was scared. This is me as an adult. I told you I just learned how to drive last year.
Yeah, I know.
I was scared
because you said you just learned.
Yeah, so I was driving, and I was like, "Oh my God, the bus is there!" So I was driving really slow, and we got pulled over, and the cop is like, "What are you doing? You can't drive 15 miles under the speed limit." And he's like, "Let me see your license and registration." And I shakily handed him my permit, and he fell out laughing. He was like, that's what you're doing out here? You're driving slow out here, learning how to drive? He said, "What are you, a late bloomer?" That's what he said to me. I was like, "Are you done laughing, officer?" And he was like, "Tonight is not a good night for you to learn how to drive. So please just go in the house and try again tomorrow." Because it was like a holiday, like St. Patrick's Day, or it was a day where people would be out driving drunk. So he was like, "This is not a good night for you to be driving. Just go in the house and try again tomorrow." And he just walked away laughing. And I was like, I just got laughed at by the police.
Yeah, that's definitely not a good time to go out and drink.
Yeah,
St. Patrick's. Everybody's drunk. But
my friends tease me to this day. They're like, "Remember that time you got pulled over for driving too slow?" I'm like, what? I'm a pretty good driver now. I've been driving for about 1.5 years now.
Okay, I won't get in the car.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I won't get in the car.
You won't? Oh, people are like, "What kind of car you drive?" So I know which one to stay away from. Hilarious. Everybody, I drive a 98 Saturn. It's an old car, but it's cute. It reminds me of Kit from Knight Rider. And I have a sticker on the back that says "New Driver." So everybody knows to get away from me. Sometimes I have the whole lane to myself. I'm like, "Oh, I like this." I think when I become a seasoned driver and I have a nice car, I'm still gonna put that sticker on the back so everybody stays away from me. It's gonna be 20 years from now. I'm still gonna have a new driver sticker. Well, this has been a dope episode of The Rise of Brooklyn Jones. Tell everybody where they can find you, what you want them to check out. Just
go check out Vyre Network. It's VYRE.tv. Go download it on any device, watch a film, let us know what film and what project is real good for you, that you love. Say Word is my partner Lamar. That's his Instagram. I'm DMH Empire. Come support. Go check out the stock. On the market, just type in Vyre Network and you'll be able to pull anything up on us.
cool.
And definitely support a Black-owned business.
Yeah, and I'll put all those links down in the bio. Everybody, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me at It's Brooklyn Jones on Instagram, and my website has all my socials. It's brooklynjones.com. This has been The Rise with Brooklyn Jones. Thank you guys so much for listening, and have a good day.
I started out with nothing. That's why I call my cash flow Benjamin Buttons. Cause my dollar bills might be wrinkled and small, but when they grow up, smooth out and get tall, you could call me new money. But I really got a hold on it. I'ma keep my bread till it starts growing mold on it and stack it up like Legos. Build a fort with